Again, my name is Rob Reitnick, and I'm the CEO and founder of Hospitality Renew. And what I do is I help independent luxury hotels owners optimize their guest experience and really enrich their employee experiences. And I'm doing that by, optimizing the guest experiences that they offer, really enrich and engage the employee experiences you offer. So I'm excited to present this on something I'm really passionate about. And it's really creating a luxury experience, even when you don't consider yourself a luxury brand. So I've worked at some of the world leading luxury resorts and as well as smaller brands. And I can tell you a luxury experience is not all about the size or the amenities. So I'm going to share with you 6 tips. Each of these tips literally could be larger in life as far as taking a deep dive. So let's get into it. How do you really create a luxury brand? You don't have to be a 5-star space to deliver 5-star service. What makes the experience exceptional is really the human touch and how you connect. And so feelings and the memories matter all above, everything else. Like the memories that you create for guests, that's so really important. So here are my tips for doing that. Tip 1 is really, creating a purpose that your staff can get behind. And you're creating a company mission to deliver that authentic guest service, and you get everyone in the organization behind it. So you have them, having the employees really understand the mission of what they're doing within your company, and therefore their purpose gives them really a direction and the inspiration that they're looking for. The second tip is really staying consistent. And this is so important because in any brand I've ever worked with, staying consistent through the brand and giving the guests what they expect is so important. So you got to put yourself in the guest shoes, and you don't know if someone is at your hotel on their dime, for a business trip or just for a leisure trip, and they've been saving that for years for their stay. So that's really important to remember that. And then when it comes to every employee, from the valet to the concierge to housekeeping, you really should be consistent on treating the guest the utmost care in every interaction. The third tip I wanted to share with you is really the art of a follow-up. So, the exceptional guest service does not have to be a grand gesture. The simplest way to show you that you care is what I call the art of the follow-up. So no matter what department you're in, a simple follow-up, just by saying, is everything okay? Or how was your dinner? I'll give you an example. I've worked with hotel leaders and frontline staff in hotels that would just ask the guests, if they sent them out for dinner and they came back, as an example, asking them just how was dinner, or what was the experience like? It just shows that you care and you're really connected with them. And it really makes a big difference, like I said, in the guest overall experience and, of course, the impression. So it also shows you have a vested interest and you want details, like which guests love providing. The fourth tip is really to be real and not scripted. If you are a guest in a hotel, can you imagine if I'm just standing there with a piece of paper and I'm literally saying, "Good afternoon, Barbara," or "Robert, thank you for coming to my hotel." And instead, by just saying, just making it up, definitely not being scripted, and just saying, "Good evening, Miss Jones, welcome to my hotel, how was your trip?" And you're just giving them direct eye contact, and you're looking them straight in the eye, and you're smiling, and you're really excited. And that will really personalize the experience. And it doesn't just have to be in a hotel. It could be really in any customer-facing position. One of the biggest forms of being inauthentic is what feels like scripted talk, and that's not what you want to do. So this can lead to, guest dissatisfaction and even distrust. So especially when something goes wrong, you just want to be real, and you want to just be there for the guests and be authentic. So if you have to diffuse a situation and turn it from a glitch to a win, you're already, creating a moment to welcome the guest into your home. Just like if you're a guest in my home, I'm going to make sure that you're well taken care of. Tip 5, it's really the magic of the details. So guests are trained to expect the usual extras, believe it or not, during their stay. And they'll be delightfully surprised when you do the unexpected. I call that unexpected delights. And that's a golden nugget. If you want to write that down, because the unexpected delights is what I love to do for everywhere. If I'm just going away or if I'm working with your team, I want to always capture people, give those moments of making guests happy that way. For example, sending a bottle of champagne for like a celebration event or upgrading someone to a really beautiful suite is really powerful. And I'm going to share a little story, just like the magic in the details. So I wanted to share this little stuffed animal with you because this brings me to a time, it was about several years ago in the middle of summer. I had a guest and their family, first time traveled with me to the hotel. I welcomed them in, I checked them in, and the little girl, she had a little stuffed animal like this. And she lost it. So they were enjoying their stay up until the last day. The memory they had was that they were panicking, trying to find Emily's little stuffed animal. We looked into the entire hotel. And then after they left, I found the stuffed animal. We basically took this little bear, went just like if you were a guest in the hotel, basically from checking into the hotel to the pool, to ordering room service, and basically staged and take pictures along the way, put them all together, sent a note to Emily saying, we miss you. I had fun traveling, and I can't wait to be home with you. I sent it back to the guest, and again, because of all the details we took and all the, making the guest feel like they were our family, because we really took it to heart when Emily lost her little best friend. We wanted to create that magic moment, and so it's little stories like this when we talk about creating magic. And there's so many stories that either you have or I have that we can share together. But this is just one example of that. My next tip, it's leading really by example. So give your employees a taste of what exceptional experience feels like. This makes everyone more tangible for them, and they'll be able to better understand what they're supposed to be doing, and more importantly, how it feels to be on the receiving end. There's so many ways to wow, even if you're not considered a luxury brand. Your guests get inspired and excited to visit you again just by creating all these moments of touches or magic moments with them. And then they tell their friends and family about it. They're about their exceptional experience with your brand. I mean, it's just like if you're going out for dinner and it's a great experience and you're taking a picture of the food. I don't know if you've done that. I know I've done that. And it's always a great feeling.